case with Shohei Ohtani, I don't think he surprises us anymore en route to a 50-50 season.
Absolutely not. 47 home runs, 48 stolen bases. This is the weekend I believe he creates the 50-50 club. You look at the 40-40 club here and some of the guys that are a part of that. I mean, the notoriety that he finds himself in, and now going above and beyond, exceeding all of our expectations. I believe that there is a different aggressiveness to his game right now. When you think about stolen bases, he's doubled that from last year. You think about home runs, he's impacted this team to a different level. Now, when they look at the postseason picture, they have a Shohei Ohtani that can literally carry them all the way through the playoffs.
Yeah, it seems like Shohei Ohtani is on his way to yet another MVP, someone else that would be playing right here in the Bronx tonight.
The Dodgers come in with so much firepower at the top of their order as they really made this a billion-dollar type team, spent over $1 billion in the offseason, and it's put them in first place.
A lot of chips with dip, Weezy, but I love this roster and well-constructed, but the star to me is Shohei Ohtani. He has a chance to pace, be 50-50, the first individual to ever do that in baseball. The way he impacts the game, whether it's power, whether it's running the bases, whatever the Dodgers need him to do, he does it at a very high level. He is truly must-see TV, and it doesn't matter if he's in the Dodger uniform or not. He is truly the best player in all of baseball.
As spectacular as ever, Shohei Ohtani, going back to 2021 when he really became the two-way phenom with the Angels, leads all of baseball in wins above replacement, and this year he has maintained MVP stature even without pitching throughout this season. So Shohei and the Dodgers trying to lock down the National League West. The Braves, meanwhile, it's been a lot of tape and bubble gum for them this year. As they
he's a Batman in his own right as well, Weezy. I love that he's able to cover the baseball, line-to-line power. He's in the Triple Crown race for the National League, second in average and runs produced. He's fun to watch, and I got a big hug from him earlier today. He missed D-Train. You know he's a lifelong Marlin, but he's doing it in an Atlanta Brave uniform.
Well, 37 homers this year. Probably won't catch Shohei at this point. Shohei's 10 ahead of him in the home run race in the National League, but certainly has been a terrific season for Marcell Ozuna and should get some MVP votes in his own right, at least underneath the top two in the National League. But
Russ, Shohei Ohtani, I mean, we can't talk about him enough, who's leading off and looking to be the first MVP in the DH position.
Yeah, he's doing something we've never seen before, and it feels like every year we say that about Shohei Ohtani, but the great players, they find ways to improve each and every year. But the thing I'm most impressed with Shohei this year is, you know, he was hitting in a two-hole behind Mookie Betts, and when Mookie goes down, he steps up, Dave Roberts puts him in the leadoff spot, and he has thrived. So much so that when Mookie came back, he's like, all right, Mookie, you'll hit second. We're not going to rock the boat and still have Shohei lead off. And he set the tone for this team. And when those guys are rolling, especially with Shohei at the top, especially with him using his legs when he's not hitting the ball out of the ballpark, that offense is different.
There's been a lot of noise lately about your leadoff hitter going 50-50. Shohei Ohtani doing things as a DH that no one's done in the history of the game. What's it like playing with him?
It's amazing. Everyone keeps asking me about it, and I keep saying the same answer. I think people are forgetting that he's rehabbing Tommy John throughout the whole day, and then he goes out and does what he does at night as a hitter. It is absolutely amazing to me. He's on a mission, it seems like, this year, and I think 50-50 is very, very doable. I mean, I think it's, what, 3 home runs and
2 stolen bases.
I mean, he could do that tonight, the way he's been hitting. So it's just been special. You know, I'm a fan of baseball, even not just my teammates, but of course around the league. So when you just get to see a season like this, even like Francisco Lindor, Bobby Witt, Aaron Judge, those guys, you just take a step back and appreciate what they're doing, because this game is hard, and what they've been doing this year, it's just, as a fan of baseball, it's just awesome to watch, and Shohei is incredible.
You've been the pressure on the team, though. That could be big.
It could be big, and we obviously got guys that weren't a part of this team the last couple of years, so Shohei's first time probably going to make the playoffs, so that's going to be awesome for everyone to see. And you know, we just got new guys. You got Glass, Yoshinobu, guys that have pitched in WBCs at big stages. So I think just we brought in some guys that potentially are going to help us do it.
So it puts pressure on the pitcher to be quick to the plate. And oftentimes pitchers make mistakes trying to be fast to the plate. The rest of the lineup be able to feast.
And there's a fly ball to center field. It's hit well, but not well enough to add to the totals as Michael Harris camps under it and Shohei flies out to start the night.
Well,
how about what was buzzing around here today, that there's a possibility the Dodgers would use Shohei Ohtani, at least out of the bullpen, to pitch in the postseason.
He's looked good in the bullpens. He's obviously looked good with the long toss. He's telling everybody he feels good. The effort, to me, is what I'm watching with the throws, and he's throwing the baseball with conviction. And so, obviously, the Dodgers have a long time. It's about 6 weeks if they get to the World Series, but that's enough time to get him ramped up, see hitters, and get a feel and command of his stuff.
Ball 3 to Will Smith. I mean, you can picture the theater already. You don't have to really imagine it too much because it happened in the World Baseball Classic. Shohei coming out of the bullpen to finish off Team Japan's win against Team USA, striking out Mike Trout to do it. Well, imagine that on the World Series stage.
Against Aaron Judge, maybe. I'm just having fun with it, you know.
It's a dreamer's dream. And that's what baseball's all about. A lot of firepower in the Dodger order, and here's Shohei as he hits one deep into the right field corner, but it hooks foul. Every swing at this point could make more history for Shohei Ohtani. He has 47 home runs to go with his 48 stolen bases. As that fan gets the baseball and has a nice t-shirt to go with it.
I like when you move it that way, and I like that.
0-2 on Ohtani.
Ohtani just getting out in front of that slider, not being able to keep that fair, but that's how much power he has. It doesn't take much for him to generate it, especially with this short porch to right field.
Schwellenbach couldn't get him to bite at that changeup. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Schwellenbach will give up the long ball. It strikes out Shohei for the second out of the inning.
I thought his throw, the fluidity of his movement, I thought it looked really advanced for where he is right now, and they're raving about how he's looking off the mound and being able to get downhill, and it's also important for the second day to be able to feel healthy.
It's a fly ball down the left field line and able to make the catch. Laureano almost overran it. That was ruled a fair ball. Well, Shohei, the 2-time MVP, maybe could have had 3 in a row had it not been for Judge hitting 62 home runs in 2022. That was really the one thing keeping Shohei from having 3 in the bag already. What they have in the bag, though, between the two of them is over $1 billion worth of contract.
I was looking at the money. I was looking at that chips with dip. You know, you go to Chipotle and say you want guac and it's going to cost you extra. And say, well, I got it in my pocket. Wow.
Brave. Shohei hitless tonight. In fact, all 3 at the top of the order for the Dodgers. A combined 0 for 8. It's 3-2. And Ohtani strikes out on what would have been ball 4.
Jimenez had that rising fastball. It looked so enticing at the top of the zone. Shohei just offered that the pitch before. It looked similar, but as soon as it got in the hitting zone, you could see that two-seam action. It took off from Shohei.
And Shohei Ohtani, a once-in-a-generation talent, Shohei's otherworldly ability has drawn unprecedented interest and truly turned the national pastime into an international event. His prowess and personality have transformed him, not only on the baseball prototype, but a cultural phenomenon whose impact goes beyond his performance on the field. Now adorned in Dodger blue, Ohtani continues to go where no ball player has gone before. 40-40! Walk-off grand slam! No way! What a moment! History! With 16 games remaining, all eyes are on the Unicorn as he pursues the first ever 50-50 season in Major League history, all while carving out a path to the postseason for the first time in his career. So grab your popcorn, pull up a chair, and bear witness to a talent redefining what it means to be great. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
But as we said, Shohei Mania is sweeping this ballpark like he does everywhere. Shohei has put together his own Walk of Fame.
He put the world on notice, being able to be impactful at the plate and on the mound. Truly fun to watch.
2022, his MVP runner-up year, but he was 4th in Cy Young voting that year. Took a historic performance from Aaron Judge to keep Shohei from another MVP, which last year he did win again.
I thought that year he showed that he was comfortable being able to be a two-way player, but 2023 he got tired tired of it, Wayne. He says, I'm the best player in the American League and truly the best player in all of baseball.
And now trying to be the National League MVP for the first time would join Frank Robinson as the only players to win MVP in both leagues. And of course, 50-50 is right on the cusp.
It's his award, and he's definitely going to be a 50-50 guy, the first to ever do it, truly impactful in a Dodger uniform.
40-40 starting to be old hat after what Ronald Acuna did last year, 40 and 70. Now Shohei nearing 50-50.
Well, Shohei did it so fast. We weren't even talking about 40-40. He still had a month's worth of games left. We started shooting the 50-50. I can believe he's going to get it.
ご視聴ありがとうございました。チャンネル登録と高評価よろしくお願いします。